hadn't been on a proper date in a really long time. But I was especially optimistic about this guy because my 2 cousins had set me up with him. They told me he had just moved into the area and was entering an entirely new phase of his life, that he was looking forward to everything just slowing down and was now open to the possibility of a relationship. He picked me up and drove me to an elegant restaurant, white linen cloth, an extensive wine list. He made sure I sat in the seat with the best view. He was incredibly charming. I considered him a worldly and experienced man with extensive travel and unique cultural experiences. He shared how grateful he was to have broken bread with people from all over the world. And there was this bread basket of fresh sourdough rolls on our table. He smiled at me and said, "Shall we break bread together?" He picked up one of the rolls, and as we each pulled it apart, it broke into 2 perfect halves. This was enchanting. It is fair to say I had high hopes from the beginning. But the relationship took a drastic turn a couple months later when I found myself inside a confined and sterile investigation room within a police station, reporting him for rape. I was utterly terrified, and I questioned with all my heart and soul if I'd ever be able to heal. All I could do was pray. I lit candles every day, knelt down, and envisioned placing myself at the feet of La Virgen de Guadalupe, imploring my great mother for her intercession. Por favor, Madre, please help me heal. Help me to let go of my need to control what happens from here. Let me trust I have done all I can to prevent this from happening to others. I spoke these and so many more prayers daily for over a year. And I participated in healing modalities of all kinds, from traditional therapy to quantum healing. I felt her by my side, even when surrounded by darkness and chaos. And slowly with time, not only were my petitions answered, but my heart cracked open to allow even greater healing to enter. Do you know the story A Christmas Carol? Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by 3 ghosts, and he's able to view his life from this new place of understanding. And that's essentially what happened to me through a series of spiritual awakenings. I entered a state where I was able to leave my body and travel to various moments in time accompanied by some spirit. On one of those occasions, I was taken back to the moment of the crime, but he was the only person in the room. I wasn't there. And I was given a type of X-ray vision that allowed me to see something in him I had never seen before. I couldn't look away. I was mesmerized, in shock, wondering, my God, what happened to this man? How many more like him are out there in the world? He was ridden with indescribable shame. From what? I do not know. But there was no denying that this place inside him caused the sexual violence. Compassion overwhelmed my senses, and a shocking new prayer emerged. If I had so desperately needed to heal from this act of violence, wouldn't it make sense that he needed to heal from it too. We are not conditioned to think like this. If you search online, how to heal from rape, an abundance of programs will come up, all of them dedicated to the healing of survivors. This work is appropriate, meaningful, and necessary for so many individuals. May it always continue. And in my spiritual experience, I realized that we are missing half of the equation. That we need to see rapists as people in need of healing. That they also need to receive our prayers. Like the bread roll that broke into two perfect halves. Both he and I were trapped in the pain of this sexual violence. This realization and the power of a pure-hearted prayer are why I stand before you today, 10 years later, healthy, whole, and overflowing with renewed life. And that is why I am passionate about teaching that if we genuinely wish to heal the wound of rape in our world, then there needs to be an intention to heal the wound in its entirety. So the next time you hear about a rape case, once the valid emotions of outrage, disgust, and heartache subside, take a moment, light a candle if you can, and close your eyes. Begin to breathe from your heart and send the survivor and the perpetrator a prayer of healing. Let your prayer encircle them both, soothing and cleansing any and all afflictions that may torment their spirits. This act of compassion, this acknowledgement is the missing prayer I practice. And if we collectively held an intention like this, we could create a paradigm shift for healing and transformation from the heart of our humanity, from the place within the human psyche that realizes we are all one. Let us speak this prayer into the world, and may it be so.